On today's video, we're going to find out, can I reach FC Champion in 2 days with a full base icon squad? These players were there right when the game was introduced, and attackers have little to no speed boost, defenders are slow, goalkeepers can't save finesse shots, and you must think outside the box to score. I hope you learn from this challenge and enjoy all the goals and key highlights from the video. I win my first match 6-0 and face the only untrained team I'll face the entire run. At first, I thought this was a bot, but he actually cleared the ball and tried to score. My players actually look faster than they are, and I was given false confidence to start. Like here, Bale's finesse shot, this isn't going in against most keepers. And then again here, Henry's pace just outruns the entire team, and that was one of the only times he'll do that the entire run. In the next clip, an Elastico sends R9 through and he has the strength to get past Nesta, but again, he is faster than him. And then these last two clips, a nice chip ball to Zico. Zico does a little lane change and then finishes it to make it 5. And then lastly, again, Garrincha just outpaces his entire team, which just was really unrealistic from the start. Win number 2 was about defending his insane front three featuring Bale, Eusebio, and Mbappe, and a rebound goal for me. After a nice interception, Eusebio puts a through ball for Garrincha. Nice joystick dribbling, and Eusebio with a great weak foot finish. Win 3 was all about the mistakes he made, and I made none defensively. After some heavy dribbling from Bale, my opponent goes to ground a bit too early, and then R9 makes him pay. And in the second clip, I bait him with Hullet and then read him perfectly to put the game to rest 2-0. Win 4 took some resilience because I give up the first goal of the run. Henry uses a heel-to-heel with no speed boost, but he doubles me, and R9 is left wide open for the goal. In the second clip, it really shows how weak and slow the defenders are. I even have a step with Roberto Carlos right here, but again, he has time for the cross. He slots it home to make it 1-1. And in the final clip, really nice joystick dribbling by Zico to set up R9 in the middle of the field, and then an easy finesse. Win 5 was an emphatic 4-0 win against Van Basten, Gyökeres, and Vidic. I read him perfectly with R9 and punish him while his defense is out of position. Goal 2 was a really poor switch of play, but a great cushion header to Zico. Bale doesn't finish, but I get a lucky rebound goal to make it 2-0. Goal 3 was another interception, followed by a terrible chip ball, but we score again off another rebound to make it 3-0. And lastly, this was a beautiful team goal. Nice chip ball from Garrincha. One more extra pass as the keeper comes, and it makes it 4-0. Win 6 was an intense 1-0 win against Team of the Year Mbappe and Messi. Zico sends an incredible ball to Bale, and for some reason, Roberto Carlos was in attack. He uses some joystick dribbling, and then he curls in a screamer for the 1-0 win. Win 7 was one of the few games that I conceded first, and it features Kvaratskhelia, Di Maria, and Van Persie. I defend him really well overall, but he gets the ball right back after I tackle him, and his CDM scores from outside the box. 99% of outside the box shots win against this keeper. But I come right back down the pitch with a great ball from R9 and get some deserved rebound luck just like his first goal. And the winner was a moment of brilliance from Zico, and as slow as he may look, he uses some joystick dribbling, a space creator step over, and that eventually wins me the match. Win 8 was about 2 beautiful but very different goals. Jairzinho was the only card with any kind of speed boost, but joystick dribbling and then a lane change puts me up 1-0. Goal 2 was very smooth passing build-up, with almost every midfielder and attacker touching the ball. Henry actually shows a little bit of pace, but Eusebio scores an insane goal with his weak foot. Win 9 was an emphatic 4-0 win against a crazy team. The first goal was a lucky corner goal, but the next 3 were world class. R9 hit Zico, who then heads it to Jairzinho, only for him to give it right back to Zico for an easy goal. And goal 3 was another counter, but overlapping runs were the key. I buy time with R9 and see Hullet making the run. Pass to Jairzinho, and then Jairzinho slots it home to Bale to make it 3. And this next goal is just a moment of brilliance from R9. The elastico and the finish, crazy. Win 10 was all about using my opponent's aggressiveness against him. As soon as I see a double team, I lay it right back to R9, and then he just does the rest with a crazy outside the box finish. Goal 2 first features a really nice interception and me going on the counter. As you can see, I'm always passing the ball into space. Zico keeps sprinting down the sideline. I lay it off to Jairzinho, and then Jairzinho gets it right back to him in a crazy nutmeg from Zico. And the final goal was about making him pay with another double team. As you can see, 2 guys come at me right there. I lay it off, get it to Hullet, get it to Bale, and then as soon as I see another one, cut it back for a nice goal. Win 11 was a 1-0 defensive slugfest against another crazy team. All I do is get 1 interception on this run, do a nice lane change, and then I was good enough to defend him the rest of the game. Win 12 was very similar to the previous game, but this features a really nice passing goal. One thing that I really admired about Bale, his finishing wasn't amazing, but his positioning was excellent. He seemed to almost always be at the right place at the right time. Win 13 was against R9, Pele, and Dembele. The first goal started with a great through ball from Zico, and then a fake shot that ended up sending Vidic back to Serbia. Goal 2 was one of my favorite goals on the run. Bale doesn't have the pace, but a nice lane change right here to create space, and then joystick dribbling, patience, and the passing was beautiful to make it 2-0. Win 14 was against more meta players like CR7, but it doesn't matter what players you have when you're in a 4-2-4. It's just easily the worst head-to-head lineup in the game. Nice stick dribbling from R9 sets up a rebound goal to Jairzinho. The second goal is all about the through ball from Hullet right here, and it puts R9 in a position where even if he were Darwin Nunez, he couldn't miss the shot. And the last goal is a really nice open-up fake shot from Eusebio. As soon as I feel the defender on my back, I open up and he slots it home. Win 15, I go down 1-0 against great players like Yamal and Henry. It's yet another tackle that he gets right back, and then Yamal makes it 1-0. But the very next possession down, I buy time with R9, and as soon as I see Bale get in front of the defender, I slot it home, and then Bale makes it 1-1. Goal 3 is about using trigger runs to create an overload on the other side. R9 hits Jairzinho, he uses a lane change, and it gives me the 2-1 win. Win 16, I go down 1-0 again. But this time, because my players just don't have the pace to catch Ginola. I take a pretty bad angle, but I should have the pace to get there, and then my keeper is kind of like a statue. And then on the next possession, I get the ball right back with a really nice back heel to Jairzinho, and he finishes with his left foot to make it 1-1. Goal 2, I get a little bit of fortune with a bad pass from Bale, but I do get the ball to R9, who performs an elastico that gives him just enough time for a great finish. And then goal 3 was about a patience, nice stick dribbling elastico. Bale goes all the way down the wing, and I wait until the last second to make it 3-1. Win 17 is a big 3-0 win. As soon as I get the ball to Hullet, I time the run to Bale perfectly, and he scores a very difficult finesse shot. Goal 2 was my first aerial cross of the day. I do a nice 1-2 with R9, get the ball down the wing, and then wait for R9 to make the run. He heads it home brilliantly. And then our third goal is about this elastico, but Davies takes a really bad angle, which forces help, and then I slot it home to Hullet to make it 3-0. Win 18 is another 3-0 win against a lethal front two. But the first goal is all about R9. This is one of the most brilliant solo runs you'll see. He goes half the length of the pitch, uses joystick dribbling, a lane change, and then makes it 1-0. Goal 2 is all about those who love tiki-taka passing. I just go back and forth, see Vieira making the run, and then do a nice lob through ball that's a bit behind him, but he still finishes. And then goal 3 starts off with a nice lob through ball over the top. But after this, there isn't much skill. It's all luck. And this was honestly one of my least favorite goals of the entire run. Win 19 was one of the most back and forth matches of the run. Zico with an incredible chip through ball to Hullet, who finishes it to make it 1-0. But he comes right back down and Mbappe scores a corner to make it 1-1. Then, late in the game, he uses a roulette and then a really nice through ball with an elite finish, and I'm down 2-1. But now with 15 minutes left, his defense is all out of place, and I tie the game 2-2. And lastly, I get the ball on the counter, but look at Eusebio's run as soon as he passes this ball. 2 people follow, which leaves Zico wide open to give me the 3-2 win. In win number 20, we have another elite team featuring Mbappe and Kvaratskhelia. But as soon as I receive this through ball, I lane change, leave him in the dust, and make it 1-0. He comes back down, and I was so mad that my keeper gave this up. Not even a finesse, just outside the box normal shot. In goal 2, you can see Jairzinho's speed. He cuts it back, nice joystick dribbling, lane change, and finishes it to make it 2-1. And then goal 3, Vieira, of all people, finishes off the game for me. Henry has really nice pace. He slots it home, easy tap-in finish. Win 21 was another emphatic 4-0 win. Jairzinho tackles him and performs insane joystick dribbling against 3 players. He lays it off to Vieira when help comes, and then Vieira has an easy finish to make it 1-0. Goal 2 was the first penalty we earned from the run, and it's all because of Jairzinho. He runs the entire length of the pitch and gets fouled. This is going to sound crazy, but I have Jairzinho's 109 version, and this card doesn't feel that much different. Goal 3, Jairzinho uses another step over and is gone. He curls it outside the box to make it 3-0. And then lastly, Jairzinho receives this ball on another run, uses a speed boost step over, and then nobody's catching Jairzinho to make it 4-0. Win 22 is what I count as the largest win of the run against a very good team. To start the game, Jairzinho uses a step over to create space for Bale, who makes an unstoppable shot from distance. Goal 2 is more tiki-taka with great passing and a back heel from Zico to Jairzinho. Goal 3, I get a bit of fortune getting tackled here in a second with Jairzinho. I do a nice cutback, but he reads it, but I tackle him right back. I kind of create time and space with Jairzinho. I get the ball to R9, and he performs a beautiful elastico to make it 3-0. Goal 4, you can tell my opponent is very frustrated because he brings his goalkeeper out. I kind of play on the wing a little bit, do some nice lane changes, some step overs, cross it to make it 4-0. And then finally, I read him really nice with Zico, send a through ball, and then as soon as I see his keeper coming out, easy finish to make it 5-0. Win 23 was another game that I go down 1-0. Mbappe receives the ball and uses a step over in a stalemate 0-0 game in the 60th minute, but a great finish. Now, in minute 77, Henry gets the ball to Zico. He uses a lane change. I cut it back to the middle and tie the game 1-1. Now, in the 87th minute, I use very simple passing, get the ball to Eusebio, and he wins me the game. Win 24 was another 1-0 win and a defensive slugfest. R9 receives the ball, uses a really nice elastico, creates some space, cuts it back, sends him flying, and wins me the game. Win 25 was a 2-1 win where all the action happened in the first half. Bale uses some crazy dribbling, including a rainbow, which I haven't tried all run, and all sorts of other skill moves and joystick dribbling, and eventually earns me a penalty. When R9 gets into this position, you know you got to be feeling pretty good. He's not going to miss, and now it's 1-0. He gets the ball right back, sprints down the other direction, which took me off guard. Now I'm off balance, and I'm stabbing at the ball when I shouldn't have. He goes ahead and makes it 1-1. And then the very next possession, I get the ball in the middle, find R9, who gets it to Hullet, and he goes ahead and finishes to make it 2-1. Win 26 was another 4-0 win that got me one game away from FC champion. I keep it simple passing, and then R9 finishes to make it 1-0. In goal 2, R9 finds Zico, who finds Bale, who then gives it right back to Zico, changes his angle, and scores it to make it 2-0. The third goal is another Jairzinho run. He lays it off when help comes, and Zico scores again. The last goal may be the best pass of the entire run. Garrincha gets the ball, gives it to Eusebio, and look at this back heel into the path of Hullet. And finally, win 27 is the game that gets me to FC champion. I go down immediately on a free kick where I don't have time to head it away, but immediately I'm on the attack. Zico sends a ball to R9. He almost gets caught, but does have time to finish. Goal 2 was right before the halftime whistle. Jairzinho lofts a ball for Hullet, who finishes with his weak foot. And on the next clip, my opponent has a throw in, but I read it really well with Zico and go the other direction. I slowly get the ball up the pitch, get the ball to Garrincha, who passes to Eusebio. I'm patient and see Garrincha's run. They slot it through in a lofted through ball, and he puts it in. And that was the goal that clinched FC champion for me. In our wins, we scored 72 goals and only conceded 10 goals. Our total record was 27 wins, 9 losses, and 5 draws. This was absolutely the most difficult challenge I've done, including getting my 107 free-to-play team to FC Champion 1. I ended up getting a little bit of pack luck by packing a 108 as well, so a little bit of reward for the grind that I did. But I hope you enjoyed the video and learned from the challenge. If you want to challenge yourself to see if you're a good player or your players are good, try the base icon challenge. And if you'd like to join mine or Nexus Discord, the link is in the comments.